All right, well, thank you all for joining us. We'll continue today's activities with Ricardo Moreira, our General Manager and Sporting Director, and Head Coach Oscar Pareja. We'll open up to questions off the jump. We'll start with Austin.
Good afternoon to both of you. Just how excited are you heading into yet another season and looking forward to tomorrow?
Well, excited. Preseason, it seems like too many days, but it really was busy for us. And at this point, we're excited to start the season, start the competition, and bring the opportunity again to put this club in the top. So we're good, we're excited, and the boys also.
Likewise, very excited. It was a very busy off-season. It lasted a couple years, this off-season. Gave me some gray hair for sure for us, but it was a good one. We did things that had to be done, and we're excited. It was a good preseason, a good trip to Cancun. The boys are in good shape, so we're pretty excited.
Right.
Oscar, you've been here now for a while. Why has this been such a good fit for you in Orlando?
Well, first, I've been blessed to have this opportunity to represent the culture of the city, to represent the culture that has been sitting here in the club, get the opportunity to grow also in front of many great people, and being surrounded as well. So tremendous personalities that have teach us a lot of things. And so I think the happiness, the willingness to do the right things, and the support of the fans, of the ownership, the directors, and all of that. It just kept us here this year, and again gave us the opportunity to represent proudly this club. Has been great.
Israel.
Profesor Pareja, buenas tardes, Ricardo. Al igual que usted, muy emocionado de lo que estamos esperando que llegara esta fecha del día de mañana. Dos preguntas, profe. La primera, ¿cómo ha sido ese acoplamiento de los jugadores jóvenes y nuevos que llegan al equipo de ambos lados, equipo versus jugadores nuevos, y cómo ha sido el recibimiento en la interna? Y segundo, ¿cuáles son las perspectivas que usted como técnico y como su cuerpo técnico tienen para esta temporada 2026? Gracias.
Bueno, el grupo se ha comportado muy bien. Ha habido un cambio de jugadores importantes, jugadores que han estado acá, a los cuales desde este minuto les damos la gratitud y el reconocimiento de todo lo que le han aportado a este club y hasta donde han llevado al Orlando City. Con ellos tenemos un enorme agradecimiento y una simpatía eterna con ellos. Pero el fútbol nos ha traído ahora a este momento de hacer una renovación. Vamos a tener seguramente muchos chicos de la academia que han estado esperando una oportunidad. En la pretemporada se han comportado muy bien. Ya nos dieron los síntomas positivos de que pueden tomar ese trabajo. Pero sabemos también que es un viaje de crecimiento, no para usarlo como una excusa, sino para usarlo como una identidad del club. Un club que siempre va a estar evolucionando. Tuvimos lo de Alex Freeman este año, que nos deja también muy identificados con lo que puede hacer el equipo y el club. Entonces, bien, estamos bien. Tu segunda pregunta. Bueno, mira, yo no he estado nunca en un club donde en el primer día no queremos ganar el título. Yo creo que yo te mentiría si digo que los objetivos son clasificar a los playoffs. Necesitamos ganar un título con Orlando.
Alonso.
Buenas, una pregunta para cada uno. Ricardo, first, Are you guys thinking to bring more players? Because on the attacking, I heard some rumors. And also, profe, un partido de pretemporada difícil, el último aquí en casa. Vienen dos más en casas que son difíciles contra Red Bull que perdieron en la final de conferencia y viene el campeón defensor de la liga el año pasado, Inter Miami. ¿Cómo está el vestuario sabiendo de que ya jugaron contra su afición, no fue tan bueno el resultado y vienen dos juegos importantes?
¿Quiere empezar, pues?
Sí, bueno, mira, es que en MLS yo no me acuerdo tampoco de un partido que sea fácil, y mucho menos en esta liga que está siempre transformándose, que seguimos siempre proponiendo de que el Orlando en casa sobre todo debe ganar. Nuestras expectativas son esas. El equipo está en esta formación de la que hablamos, pero nuestra demanda es ganar. Así que el partido contra Nueva York esperamos que podamos ganar el resultado, que saquemos el resultado. Y a Miami, pues imagínate que en los clásicos no hay duda, no hay otro comentario sino ganarlo. Entonces, esa es la demanda que tenemos interiormente e internamente y que los jugadores la copian, ¿no? Queremos ganar. I want to remark the question because our objective always is winning, and despite we have some transformation or some evolution as we have spoke during the day, the team has big objectives, and the first opener and also the next game against Miami, and the preseason is over already. We're aiming to win. That's what we are asking them.
Yeah, and for me, Alonso, it's no news to anybody, right? That we have a DP spot available, an open DP spot, and we're trying to fill this spot. We're obviously working with the fact that the transfer window is still open until mid-March, approximately, and obviously that somehow we believe that some opportunities may come after the World Cup, with players coming here, with players experience the American soccer, the American way of life, and maybe there's opportunities that will come then. But what I can say is that for now, we're aiming to bring another player at this transfer window, but also, again, mindful that another opportunity can come in the summer.
Go to Jack.
Ricardo, for you, Thiago, Luis Otavio, Iago all coming in as U22 players. What did the process look like in identifying them, all three of them being Brazilian? Is that kind of a coincidence, or was that kind of a big focus for you to just bring in three guys with very similar backgrounds?
Yeah, that's a good question. A little bit of coincidence and a little bit of planning as well, because we believe like bringing players that we believe will fit more naturally in our culture, in the culture of the locker room, in the culture of the city. So Brazilians are known for that in Orlando City, and in Florida in general. So that plays a good part on this because of we did lots of changes in the roster. So we were trying to minimize the risk of adaptation and etc. Knowing that they are very young, we're talking about 18-year-old and two 20-year-old players. They will need time, they will need adaptation, they will have their up and downs that every other youngster, and they bring a lot of energy, a lot of joy, a lot of hunger, but also they will need time to gel, to improve their chemistry with the teammates, with everything that's around the life of a soccer player, of a footballer. But the process is long. It's not easy. It's a hard one. It gives us a lot of anxiety because those negotiations are never easy. Three players involved in three big clubs in a Serie A of a major competition like the Brazilian Serie A. It comes with a lot of scouting, with a lot of due diligence in the background and etc. It's a process that took more than a year, and we're happy to have them here, and we're gonna support them, knowing that they're gonna need time to do what we're expecting them to do along the way.
Go to Mike.
Ricardo, actually, question for Ricardo and Oscar. Ricardo, for you first. When we spoke before the holidays, you mentioned how you wanted to be aggressive when it comes to making sure you build the team that you're looking for this season. Obviously, with 1 day left before the season starts, are you content with how the roster is looking like right now? And for Oscar, when we look at how last season ended, what we spoke with Edu just a few moments ago, he mentioned how that Leagues Cup game against Miami just basically hurt or felt like a punch in the gut for the team. How do you kind of look to start the season off on the right foot and to have that consistency, which is something you mentioned a lot last year as a very important focal point for the roster?
The best way that you can start any process, maybe in this industry for this many years, is just to forget about what happened, just learn from the things, considering that it was a bunch of things that happened very positively last year as well, that we can continue to do, because it has been a building, is a process that always has been an ongoing building, positive. And we had a very bad playoffs. It was not quite, it wasn't good playoffs because we exited so early. But also, the boys did a tremendous season. We made 1 point more than the year before that we played the final of the cup, of the conference, excuse me. So I think there is a bunch of things on which ones we are still building on. How we start this season is with the purpose to succeed, to give opportunity to these youngsters to win games and trying to keep building this culture of winning. We have qualified for the playoffs every single year, but that's not enough already. And I think that's a good positive thing in the culture of Orlando City over any team. When I came here, qualifying for the playoffs was the objective, and now that's not the one. I think it has been a big progress for the club, and I admire the fans that are always pushing us. We want to win. We want the title, we want the trophy, we want to win MLS Cup. That's the expectation, and the first day, that's what we are doing. The journey is long, but that's what we want to do.
Yeah, just along with what Oscar is saying, as a club, as leaders of a soccer team per se, we're trying to win, to develop players, to bring good players, to participate well in the transfer market, which is not easy, right? Accommodating all those things together. But that's what we're striving for as a soccer club. But as I told you before the holidays, we wanted to be aggressive in the transfer window, and I think we've been aggressive in the transfer window in many aspects, right? The 322s that we brought, the caliber and the pedigree that they have, again, knowing how young they are and how they will need time to do what we expect them to do, but bringing 3 important players. We've been aggressive in the internal market as well, something that we are not known for before, with the trades of Brian, of Dorsey, bringing Maxime, that's going to play the World Cup, Spicer a couple of months before in last season. And again, we still have an open DP spot available, and we're going to try to bring the best player that we can to help us succeed this year.
Alonso.
Two questions. Profe, antes tenía jugadores experimentados en el vestuario, ahora hay más jóvenes. ¿Cree que también eso lo deja usted de transmitir a los jóvenes que eso es un proceso largo, que no es como llegas de repente a los playoffs, pero es como jugar los playoffs, porque se ha demostrado muchas veces que el primero no es el que campeona, y eso también cambiar un poco no cambiar, pero digamos que tengan más paciencia a los jóvenes y no se impacienten por querer impresionarlo o querer jugar bien todos los partidos, sino saber sufrir para conseguir los objetivos. Y para Ricardo, I know we always see that trust the process. With everything that Orlando City under head coach Oscar Pareja has accomplished, do we still under trust the process, or it's more like a reality now that we need this in order to be more successful?
Bueno, con los jóvenes es cierto que tenemos que tener paciencia, que podemos desde el minuto 1, desde hoy, empezar a crear un ambiente de crecimiento para ellos. Pero nuestros chicos están preparados para ser demandados, para que les salgan bien las cosas. Ellos tienen carácter, ellos han hecho un proceso muy importante en la academia. Entonces, nuestra exigencia para ellos va a ser siempre la mayor, porque sabemos que pueden lograrlo. Sabemos que es un proceso, pero a mí me gustaría mucho que en la cultura del Orlando siempre esté la demanda de conseguir los resultados. Eso lo podemos absorber nosotros. Uh, Something that has been installed in the culture of this club, and that's why probably when the things doesn't come right, it hurts a lot, is because the demanding of each other and what we're going to do with the youngsters obviously is a process. Obviously they need time. Obviously that is going to be a journey for them. But that's not the rhetoric that we want to give them. That's not the message. The message is to demand them because they can do it, because we can put this team in the top, and it will be less than that. So thanks for the question, but it's what we're aiming to, and hopefully we can get better results than ever.
Y cuando yo digo que tenemos que confiar en el proceso, or when I say that we need to trust the process, I can do in Spanish if you want later, but it's because, Alonso, it's what I want to say is it's not about the process of, hey, there's always a process and we're always trying to evolve and change and trying to find an excuse for something that we're not accomplishing. That's not the aim of that. It's the process that, as Oscar said, we've been here for so long, me and him, and we've been through different stages of the club, right? So at the beginning, the demand was to bring a good roster and qualify for the playoffs, and then to win something, and we won the Open Cup, and now obviously the demands are higher, and we have to live with this pressure, with this expectation. But when I talk about the process, it's the process of signing a player, it's the process about making a decision, and everything that we make, signing a player young or experienced, signing a homegrown, or doing something together as leaders, as coaching staff, as directors, is always with the aim to win, because we know how the expectations are and we know where the bar is set for this club, the bar that we helped set so high, right? And now we have to live with this, and we are ready to continue this process to achieve what we want to achieve.
Austin.
Ricardo, we'll stick on the transfer topic here. You mentioned kind of how it's been a busy offseason, bringing 9 new players into the fold. Sports Illustrated just did an article about total money spent by MLS clubs in the winter window, and Orlando was 5th. How much does that just show in terms of investment, not just from your side and the soccer operation side, but also the ownership side, kind of investing in the club and the product on the pitch?
No, listen, ownership has been very supportive of everything that we're trying to do in the soccer side of the club, right? Not only the transfer fees, not only bringing new players, they always been very helpful in supporting us being aggressive in the market, but also the background of every work that we have in the club, right? The amount of staff that we have now in comparison to the staff that we had 4, 5, 6 years ago, I think we're building and we are growing into be the big club that we always expected Orlando City to be, and that we all know that Orlando City is. The amount of investment in equipment, in the training facilities, everything that will help us day to day build and accomplish the results that we want. So the fact that we're now 5th, as you said, in terms of investment, this transfer window just show the ambition, just show that. Together with us, they also want to raise the bar and get us to new highs.
Mike.
Actually, question again for both of you guys. Oscar, Ricardo, you guys have been working together now for a couple of years now. I think 6, 7 years probably.
7 probably.
But this obviously off season is probably the first where obviously your new title, and obviously your first, I guess, full season as the general manager. I'm just kind of curious, and it's obviously a question for both of you guys. What's the dynamic been like? Has anything changed? Is it more frequent communication since you took the job? And how is it working with Oscar? And Oscar, how is it working with Ricardo at the same time?
No, the dynamics always change. There is a road. There is already a way to do things, since we have been working together for many years. And Luis, at this point, our communication has been great. Trying to be the best for always what is the best for the team. and we're always learning in this industry. It's a learning process from each other, but always just putting something in common, and the common is the club and the team. And that has been our way to do it here in Orlando, and now we're still growing in that part.
Yeah, likewise. And the amount of trust, honesty, and clarity, I think, in our relationship, it's been better than ever, I would say. And we know each other for 7 years already, and it's been easy to work with Oscar, and obviously lots of challenges in the transfer window, lots of challenges with the new dynamics at the club. It's been a good experience.
Israel and Jack.
Para Ricardo, la experiencia que he tenido yo en el tiempo en Orlando City, me ha dicho que ustedes nunca contratan al azar, es un trabajo largo de meses
Sí.
de analizar, de mirar opciones, qué necesita el equipo y todo. Pero luego de estas contrataciones que hicieron, ¿no queda un poco frustrado por algo que ustedes de pronto querían tener y que por alguna razón o algún motivo no se llegó a concretar una figura o dos figuras que ustedes hubieran querido tener en el equipo para este año?
Yo creo que en toda ventana de fichajes, de transferencias, y cualquier club, o cualquier directivo, cualquier entrenador, a veces uno trabaja con 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 opciones de jugadores que pueden venir a hacer una función o ejercer algo dentro del club que uno espera, ¿no? Y saber cómo funciona el mercado, las demandas del mercado y cómo son las negociaciones, nosotros estamos siempre preparados para en algún momento atacar a la opción 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Nunca vamos a decir quién fue la opción 1 y ni quién fue la opción 10, pero lo que te digo es que muchas veces la opción 10 a veces sale muy bien, mejor que la opción 1 que uno tuvo en el mercado. Pero no, yo diría que ese mercado, al contrario, estamos muy satisfechos con los jugadores que traemos porque ya sabíamos dónde buscar, ya sabíamos qué tipo de características queríamos en los jugadores y entonces yo creo que estamos trabajando con top options que tuvimos ya preparados para el mercado. Y te doy el ejemplo de Dorsey porque sabíamos que en algún momento saldría Freeman y ya teníamos mapeado el mercado con opciones ahí de laterales derechos, características que buscaríamos, que no buscaríamos y siempre queríamos que Dorsey, por ejemplo, pudiera hacer la función de Freeman de la mejor manera posible dentro de las opciones que tenemos dentro de la liga. Entonces ya estábamos preparados para eso y eso fue un trabajo largo. De nuevo, tuvimos una off-season que fue más larga de lo que esperado, quizás la más larga que tuvimos en los últimos años, casi 4 meses de trabajo, fichajes, día a día, y etcétera. Entonces yo creo que estamos muy contentos con las opciones, estamos contentos con lo que hicimos. Nada.
Jack.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you both about Griffin coming in at right back. Fills a very natural need in that spot. Ricardo, kind of on the acquisition side, what were you looking for in that right back search when Alex left? And then for Oscar, how has he kind of adapted to the side and what qualities will he have at right back for you guys?
Well, it has been so healthy for all of us to have someone or a player he identified with our game model too. The work with the scouts and department and the club effort, just trying to really bring someone who accommodate to the demandings of not just the club but the system, the teammates, and all those things. So we have been very happy with Griffin, and also because there is someone he knows the league, has been successful, and knows the culture. Is a native player who can represent the club with great values and many things. So not just in the pitch, but out of the pitch. So we are very, very grateful with that signing.
Yeah, and with that, he was a fan favorite in his previous club, right, as everybody knows, and it was a beautiful and emotional farewell from the club to him and for him to the club as well. The fans are obviously very sad that he left, and which is a good thing for us. Like, I think we are bringing someone that we can not only produce what we need him to produce on the field, but that can connect with the fans, with the community, which is also very important for us as a club. It was not as every other trade. It was very difficult. It was a meaningful trade for us, but I think we because of the changes, some of the changes that we made, we could be aggressive in this sense and bring the best player that we could to replace Freeman. And we got the opportunity to also, as you guys saw, to sell an international spot to kind of set the investment that we're making for a player like Griff. And again, we're happy with how things played out.
Alonso.
Profe, preguntarle, porque parece que muchos Orlando City se han ido a la Liga Colombiana, ¿no? Y hubo un clásico hace poco, jugó Nico con Pedro. No sé si usted lo vio porque jugó en Deportivo Cali. Estaba el profe Gamero que también ha venido acá a visitarlo. Y que a ver si ha visto el clásico y qué le pareció ver a Nico, que de repente no tuvo muchos minutos aquí en Orlando, pero está de titular también en el Nacional, ¿no? Y Pedro, que creo que fue figura.
Sí, bueno, es que lo seguimos mucho porque como tenemos una relación tan cercana con los chicos que pasan por el club, a veces no alcanzamos ni a ver todos los partidos de los que se van porque estamos pendientes de ellos, tenemos una comunión muy bacana con ellos todos. Y sí que lo vi el juego y me alegra siempre que a ellos les vaya muy bien porque el club, los jugadores, los entrenadores, los directores, todos estamos muy, muy agradecidos con el aporte que ellos han hecho al club y han sido siempre parte de eso. Entonces sí, que sí lo vi y lo sigo.
Y solo recordando que Nico es nuestro jugador, ¿no? Está a préstamo en Nacional, entonces nosotros damos seguimiento porque aún es un jugador que es parte del club. Y sí, como dijo Oscar, seguimos todos los jugadores, ya me metiendo acá en la respuesta, la pregunta que era para Oscar, pero hoy tenemos que mirar a Atlas, Villarreal, Tigres, Atlético Nacional, Deportivo Cali, estamos mirando todos, Alcolod, estamos por todo lado. Lo único que no vamos a mirar es Austin.
Sí.
Back to Jack.
Oscar, in the build-up to this first match of the season, when you're looking at Red Bull New York, how much do you look at their preseason? How much do you kind of just guess with what you're going to see? Because there isn't much to work off of with all the changes for them.
Right, it's true. Now, I think it's our responsibility because we have some material, obviously, that is actually happened already. So there are a few games that they played, so we take a look of them. I guess that they took as well a look of ours. And we try and kind of to put things in common and see and develop some strategy and be prepared the best way possible. So it has been busy for sure. I don't have any doubt that these first games always just have a lot of knowledge of the teams because we are already in that mode of we're not going to lose any detail here and there. So, but I guess everybody's doing the same. So, but our preparation has been good so far. Don't have any doubt that it's going to be a very entertainment game for our fans. That we can wait to see them again. And this mode of competition are ready for points. So we're ready.
Last two to Austin and Mike.
For both of you, we talked about some of the players that you've brought in, but the rookies that you drafted, Harvey and Nolan specifically, just kind of how have you seen them grow in the first couple weeks of preseason, adjusting from the college game, and what did you kind of see in terms of the process of drafting them that you felt like they could be a good fit, and how has that transpired over the course of preseason?
Right, has been good, and Harvey, he had a physical problem, nothing important, but just kept him away for like a week and a half or so. But showed tremendous progress into the way he connects with our systems and everything. So very positive. I thought always that after the first day on the draft, we always thought that we draft well, and everybody say the same. But after the preseason, we can make an evaluation and see, hey, I think we draft well, and I think we draft well. So Miller has done a tremendous preseason, has been fighting for that spot, and RB as well. So we're good, and the other boys has been training with us as well, trying to see a prospect for the OCV. So we're good. There is a great search in this country. The guys that come from colleges, we always value that.
Yeah, we're happy with the draft.
Mike.
Question for Oscar. Obviously, one thing you mentioned a lot last year was just how the team needed to be consistent, especially in that final pass. When you look at how this season is starting to look, obviously the back line is a little bit new. When you look at, obviously, Adrian Marine just got his first full preseason. Iago just joined. Griffin Dorsey just joined this week. How much of the responsibility is it going to be really as a team to be very, very clinical in the attack, knowing you have a defensive line that's still kind of new, still trying to get it together? Does that give more responsibility to be more clinical in the attack, to put you guys in a better position whenever you guys are in the motion of a game?
Right. This is a good question also, because I know during the season we're going to see this evolution of the players, the youngsters, the new ones, players who are adapting to our league, to our team, to all those things. So the responsibility is of the coach to be able to shortcut for them that process. So I know I have a big responsibility with them. And the good news is that the response from them has been tremendous. They are players that already understand the challenge. So at front, with new players, is that the cohesiveness will come. The sooner the better. It's something that we cannot read in advance or prognosticate, is the right word? Or predict? Better? Predict is a good. We can't predict. We want it. Let's see how it goes. But the coach has the responsibility. The boys are working hard enough, and hopefully the things comes right.
Okay, we'll close there. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Oscar. Ricardo.
Hey, I wanted to, and Ricardo, surely, thank you so much for just getting us connected with the community. We see you day in and day out, and this is so important for us, and we want you to know that this is so important. Thanks for your job, and thanks for your connections with our community.
Good stuff, Oscar. And now in a year that we're gonna have World Cup here in the U.S., such an important year for the soccer culture in this country. Again, just to second Oscar, thanks for your support and for spreading the game out there. And hopefully, when we have another World Cup here in 50 years, we're probably in different jobs if we were alive, but the community is gonna be even more passionate about this sport. So thanks, guys, for the work that you do.
You're a big part of that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.